Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see Nick Foles and the Jacksonville Jaguars as they square off with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. With that, let's get up to Seattle. Standing by at CenturyLink Field, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
The Jaguars have Josh Lambo out there to get us started. And off we go from Seattle. That's fielded in the end zone. A little juke. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their 5'11 quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
He's always been an incredible decision maker on the field. Takes care of the ball really well, puts his team in the right positions, makes sure the play calls are accurate. Also was a minor league baseball player. Didn't hit very well there. I think he made a great career choice picking football.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Carson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 22.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Move the team!
Check. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine, baby.
Right.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Starting lineup time for the offense. What about Dwayne Brown, my friend?
Remember when we were kids and you wanted to make sure you had the big guy next to you all the time because you needed a bodyguard? That's Dwayne Brown at left tackle. He protects his quarterback so well as provides great access in the running game.
To throw again on second down. Wilson, that's complete into the hands of Carson. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. To throw again is Wilson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt, and it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Foles and the Jags come up now first and 10 at their own 11. Now Foles. Throw right side of the tight end O'Shaughnessy. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. they go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And the offensive unit now for the Jaguars.
And here comes Leonard Fournette, the big, and I mean big, tailback out of LSU. When he takes the ball inside, people make decisions about whether they want to tackle him or not, and he has enough speed to get to the perimeter and outrun defensive backs. When he puts it all together, he makes the Jaguars' offense very difficult.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Foles. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. And a look at Seattle's defense.
It's hard to believe that a guy can get double-digit sacks in the NFL, and we can still describe him as raw, but that's the case for Ziggy Ansah, who went to BYU, mainly as a track and field guy, gravitated towards football, became a starter for 1 season, and then moved into the NFL. A lot of potential left to scratch for him, a lot more pass rush moves left to be added, but he is a scary, scary prospect.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Here's Wilson. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. And time to take a look at the Jaguar defense.
Let's get a little bit bigger light shined right here, because we're talking about 2 guys. Cornerbacks Jalen Ramsey and A.J. Boye. Maybe the best tandem in the NFL. Both physically able to dominate receivers. They're textbook examples of shutdown corners. Collectively, they allowed only 2 touchdowns the entire 2018 season.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 96 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them, because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And it's a pretty good return here, as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Jaguars taking over, this being the 25th season of their existence. They'll be wearing pretty nifty patches on their uniforms to commemorate that this year. But I'll tell you what, it's a team that is hard to figure out. A lot of people are saying, oh, they could be really good. They might be a 12-4 team. They could be a 4-12 team. What do you say, Charles?
Well, a lot of people who are saying 12-4, they've bought into the optimism that Nick Foles brings as their new quarterback, and why not? Super Bowl MVP, Super Bowl champion 2 years ago. heed that big run by Philadelphia last year in the playoffs that came close to getting to an NFC Championship game. So that's why you would say that. 4-12, well, they didn't play very well last year. I think they've still got a great defense, but a lot of this is going to depend on running back Leonard Fournette. If he's the battering ram that they drafted, then they've got a chance to be that type of an offense and got a chance to contend for the AFC South title.
And all reports are that Fournette has had a great offseason, eating right, body is really good, and they need him to average better than the 3.3 yards per carry he had a season ago. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Foles. He'll find O'Shaughnessy open left side. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. There, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Foles. And his pass incomplete. Jeff Swain, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. 2nd and 10. He hits blue. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Foles. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Leonard Fournette. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Lambo will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal. You did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes. You don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambo to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jalen Ramsey with a sack on the corner blitz.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
Hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Wilson escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now Wilson on first down. And it's hauled in by Nick Fournette. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Smith. Wide open receiver complete. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired, and if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. 3rd down here. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw, and that is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 6 there on 1st. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Rashad Penny, 30 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat, he did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down? We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run with Fournette. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. His throw incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Markevius Mingo able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's such an impressive first half to get that lead. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And that pass puts him up over 200 yards already here in the first.
And what it also does is it allows the offensive coordinator to be not selective anymore, but a little looser, right? You're feeling good about things. Accurate, balls being completed, yardage is being gained. Go ahead and keep taking shots. The whole team has confidence now.
Wilson now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery, but on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On the run, it's Fournette. And he loses the football a second time. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. On the draw, this is Fournette. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. Now Foles. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And no pitch there, and no chance either, as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They go read option with Wilson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. They go read option. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Jags grab it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And he bangs it through and makes it a 17-13 ball game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at his 4. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away, and now it's down to a one-score game.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the run.
Now Fournette. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Easy.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. It's our time.
Foles. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. This is Fournette. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Quentin Jefferson. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Wilson. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Wilson. Pass the Tyler Lockett, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson, 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Now Myers for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense led by D.D. Westbrook trotting back onto the field. He'll try to generate some more steam on offense down to the scoreboard second quarter. Not necessarily his fault, but he's always a guy they want to get extra involved.
Keep finding ways for him to get the football. Keep force feeding him in that way. Get to the half. Kind of reboot. Start over again to try and erase the other things that have them down on the scoreboard.
They'll be looking for a little more juice here in the second quarter before they do hit that halftime locker room. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Foles. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Now it's Lockett. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Chris Carson trotting back out there. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. Now left side on the swing pass. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Wilson. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the 1st half.
Wilson, he's going to find his running back. It's complete. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better.
And the crowd really responded, didn't they? They always like it better when the quarterback who's scrambling around actually takes off and runs downfield, and that's exactly what he did.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They go read option with Wilson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in.
And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 9-yard touchdown run. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And there he had to break multiple tackles to earn that touchdown. Bottom line, he earned that touchdown.
Indeed he did. That was pretty much a get-off-of-me run and all the way into the end zone.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is up to 15 now. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
Now this offense led by D.D. Westbrook trotting back onto the field. He's probably someone they want to get more involved at this point. 2nd quarter down to the scoreboard, you know that he can be a threat.
And because he's such a threat, as well as so productive, I'm with you on this. They've got to get him the ball more, give him more opportunities for them to have a chance to erase that lead.
Certainly they'll be looking to get him even more in the mix this go-around. On 2nd and 9, Foles. He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end, and it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making...
He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, but it'll be 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Foles now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Fournette, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. He'll find O'Shaughnessy open left side. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James O'Shaughnessy, 28 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
Lambo on for the extra point. And this one's back to an 8-point game. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing is Wilson, flushed out right. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. The Seahawks on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4, eluding the pressure right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
On first down, Wilson. Short throw to Disley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports halftime report. Back and forth, we win in that first half. This has certainly been an entertaining one to watch thus far. So let's get right back out to it as we'll rejoin our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Dixon set to kick off.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they show to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
On the jet sweep, here's Westbrook. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Go. 180.
Now on 2nd and 13. Foles, blitz coming, and down he goes. Markevious Mingo, his 2nd sack of the night.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack. And finding Keelan Cole. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Foles now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
Now Doug Marrone not even hesitating. They're going to go for 2. They'll look to throw again. His pass caught with the 4. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games. And I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here. And that didn't occur on that play, did it?
No, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. From the shotgun, Wilson rolling to his right. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Now Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Face mask. Defense.
They're giving the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Now Myers for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Foles. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Foles now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll run it again with Fournette, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Foles, and it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone, so possession goes over here on the punt. And the Seahawks will take over at their own 20. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Wilson, flushed out right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk 1st. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Wilson. It's caught right side, Dixon. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Mike Popo. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Gearing up for their next possession, Nick Foles and the Jags. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your pro? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
That's what he's done here in this one so far. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the jet sweep, here's Westbrook. Bringing him to the ground defensively, Tedrick Thompson.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
Here's Logan Cook now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Blitz.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Now Wilson eluding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, there was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
They'll buy some time right. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Good one, boys. Let's go.
Nick Foles gearing up again here to go on offense. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over. and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. In on the stop, Bradley McDougal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Foles. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front.
And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again, Wilson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Wilson. He may try and run for this. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Hey, here we go. I got you. 50, Mike 50, yeah.
Squeeze, double.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on. 54. Hey.
Penalty hit.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now they go screen. It's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. From 6 yards away, and the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Lambo to add on the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now it's Wilson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Wilson dancing to his left. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's second down.
Brings up second and 9.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. Here's Wilson to throw. Forced out to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. These kickers, that's a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And up 2 scores late. No clue why you do this here, but they're going to go for the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Jaron Reed in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up to throw, and this is going to be incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. Returnable for Lockett. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. The end result, 21 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Let's get it.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Not today, you are. Not today.
2nd and 10. And that is incomplete here. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
He'll find O'Shaughnessy open left side. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Foles. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield.
Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's a give to Fournette, and that one blown up quickly. as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Foles. And it is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. They go read option with Wilson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He'll check that down to Carson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. This throw complete, Wilson finding Lockett. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Throwing now is Wilson. He's got the tight end, Fournette. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Carson. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Wilson to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up.
Come on, fellas.
Foles ready to lead this offense. Down by 11, a minute 35 to go. They need a touchdown with a 2-point conversion and a field goal in either order as they've got it 1st down. Here's Foles. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. He hits blue. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So the field goal means we're back to a 1-score game, but with no timeouts left, I think this has to be an onside kick.
I like your analysis there, partner. I think you're right. You need the ball back. That's probably your only avenue.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now, this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Steps away to his left. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
47's the money. Hey, D-line, get in there.
Wilson wants to throw it. They'll roll him out right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. Really a great game that we just saw, Charles. Interesting ending, that's for sure. You don't usually see a fumble on the final play of the game, but they were just trying to do whatever they could to get in the end zone. They coughed it up. I
think you're exactly right on that. You do what you have to do to try and win the game. They gave it a shot. You're exactly right about a fumble, then finishing the game, getting the recovery. Wow, a strange ending, but a heck of a game overall.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.